Francisco's largest downtown shopping mall is, for some, it's in a major upheaval right now. San Francisco Center, formerly known as the Westfield, is up for auction by its lender. So the mall has been in receivership since 2023, when the previous owner stopped paying the lease and gave up the property. So the auction comes at a time when the downtown mall looks like a shell of its former self. In fact, the Bloomingdale store is shutting its doors any day now. We went by today. The decorations, even the mannequins, are for sale as they clean house. That comes a year and a half after the mall's 5-story Nordstrom closed following a 35-year run. That entire area is facing an uncertain future, and our Kenny Choi takes a closer look at the downtown corridor.
San Francisco's largest mall is set to be auctioned off by its lender. With another closure at San Francisco Center, nearby businesses are wondering what's next.
Longtime San Francisco resident John Garrich wanted to walk through the mall he used to frequent.
I was actually feeling a little bit of nostalgia from a lot of good memories of having been here with friends. There used to be a movie theater upstairs.
It's been almost a year since he last visited San Francisco Center, where Bloomingdale's, an anchor tenant, is closing after 2 decades.
They're down to like final clearance. They're selling the fixtures inside of there. There's a 20-foot draft in there, and I sent a text to my husband, who's really tall, saying, hey, maybe we should get this for the backyard.
Nearly entire blocks, including parts of Powell Street, remain lined with empty storefronts and lease signs 5 years after the pandemic lockdown.
It's kind of a little bit of what it was like in the early 2000s. The dot-com bubble had just popped. Businesses were struggling. People moved away from the city.
Hotel Aubrey is a stone's throw away from the world-famous Powell Street turntable. General Manager Echo Heffernan says the average daily room rate continues to decline as other nearby major retailers disappear.
It's a shame. Macy's has now said they're going to vacate within the next couple of years. And just a lot of the retail spaces is concerning, and that's for local traffic.
There may be cause for optimism. The San Francisco Travel Association recently projected modest growth in visitation in 2025, saying, quote, a strong meetings and convention calendar is essential for a strong tourism economy. The growth we're forecasting this year is a direct result of more event planners choosing San Francisco. But Heffernan says downtown hotels aren't seeing those projections coming to fruition.
Average rates we've been, forced to drop our average rate just to stay competitive.
College hoops fans can be spotted here and there. Brandon Rowland and his daughters are visiting San Francisco for the first time.
Looks like some of the businesses are starting to come back and be open, and there's still room for others to be here too. So I think just from the look of it, to me, it looks like a city rebuilding.
Despite walking through what looks like an empty mall, Garrich believes rebuilding downtown isn't a matter of if, but when.
People want to be here. Like if they come here, they say it's a beautiful city and stuff. And so it's going to bounce back. It will come back. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
The mall's valuation has dropped by nearly $1 billion, according to a recent appraisal by Morningstar Credit Analytics.
The CEO of the San Francisco Chamber of Commerce recently refloated the idea to turn the mall into a soccer stadium. The idea was first brought up by former Mayor London Breed about 2 years ago.